going on, everybody? This is Scott. Welcome back to Technically Speaking Live. It is 8:30 on Wednesday p.m. It is sometime in the future in our Queensland, Australia office. Shout out to Thunderden from down under. I come from a land down under. You're not on camera yet. That's okay. We got a great show for you today. That is a lie. That is a lie. Not really. I'm going to bring stats in, though. You're on now.
We have a show for you. After taking last week off for Executive Peachy to do some traveling.
Oh, that's true. I actually happened to be in New York City.
And he was licking the glass outside of the Google store. So,
I didn't get a chance to even remotely come close.
Don't lie to your people.
You are a liar.
I mean, you lie about having the Google 7.
I don't have it.
You lie about having the Pixel Fold.
Don't have that either.
You lie about having the iPhone 18.
That would be cool, but I don't have that.
The legal one.
The legal one? The iPhone 13 S Pro Ultra Galaxy One Note? Is that a thing? No, not a thing? Not yet.
Only in your demented mind.
Only in my demented mind.
Hi, folks. How you doing this evening?
Pixel King, what's up? Slang, Jason, Michael, Bradley, what up, what up? Stats' beard is bigger. Yes, it's looking fantastic. Where do you get your beard done?
The same wonderful woman who cuts the ever-reducing and thinning hair on the top of my head maintains my silky soft and luscious, just barely starting to peek out some red here as we get farther into fall. Manly man beard.
My beard is actually, if you look at it, it's longer than it. Pause. It's longer than it's ever been before. My beard. So yeah, I definitely need probably a little TLC as it relates to that. So I may be making an appointment.
That's fine. She will be more than happy.
I don't need my hair so much. My hair, I can take.
She does. She does beard trims.
Little flyer right here.
I think it's like $15 or something.
That's not bad.
She'll take care of it.
Okay.
She's got some really good beard oils and skin products.
I don't use any beard oil.
You might want to try it out. Control some of those flyers down here underneath you. Underneath the jowls.
Underneath my jowls. We are going to be talking about
beards.
Nothing to do at all with any type of phone or anything. Next week is going to be a banger of a week. Holy crap. Techtober is in full swing. Next week alone, there are 4 events that I can name off the top of my head. Maybe
which 4 of those?
Off the top of my head, it is Apple, Google, Samsung, Sony. Oh, God. All of the devices are going crazy right now.
Mine wasn't.
Apple keyword, the big G, Samsung, Sony, DJI also has another one. That's 5.
Dobo should like that one.
I don't know if it's just drones. It may not be drones. I've seen a rumor that the DJI one is actually a pro gimbal. Yeah,
but if it can be mounted on a drone, Dobo will like it.
I have a feeling that we got 1 thumbs down. It's got to be from Adam because he sucks. And I said what I said.
Have to be that guy.
Got to be that guy.
Just have to be that guy.
Going to the comments really quick. Going to see what is out there.
Yes, Jason C. We will be letting it rip.
From the get-go, let it rip. Thank you for the belated happy birthday, Bradley. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he had 45
Michael,
candles on his cake.
48 candles on the cake. Michael, don't have the Pixel 6 Pro, so I'm sure that. So the Team Pixel
Whoever
thingies,
does, I'm sure
the Team Pixel thingy. Need that Pixel Fold. I agree with you. What are you up to, Pixel King? We're going to be talking about all kinds of pixely related things. Next week is the week, but let's first talk about. Let's try to do this in chronological order. Chronological order. We're talking about new MacBooks, Mac Mini, AirPods Pro are the anticipated announcements. It looks as though we are on the cusp of releasing a new 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman reports that the M1X10 CPU core chip is supposedly supposed to be in this futuristic, amazing machine that's going to be unleashed. Unleashed. Anticipated features include the return of a fan favorite MagSafe magnetic charging.
Ooh,
Which
I know
is-
they got a lot of flack when they took that away.
Yeah, because it's freaking awesome. But let me go ahead and tell you, I hate it. I hate that idea. Hate the idea.
Of bringing back MagSafe?
Yes.
Because you
I
want it to
love
be
USB. I love
You want it to be-
USB.
okay,
USB-C.
all right. I was like, wait a minute. You literally flip-flopped
Didn't.
faster than a GOP Republican. It's
Not
going
on the
between
show, man.
MagSafe and
Not
you-
on the show.
You
Don't make it
USB-C.
political on the show. MagSafe, not where it's at.
Okay.
Although I will admit,
USB-C, I'll
if
give
you
you
keep
that.
4 of the USB-C ports, though, okay, I'll go with MagSafe
So
charging.
make it a dedicated charging port.
Yeah.
With MagSafe, and then everything else USB-C.
Only downfall you have there is then, unless you do it on both sides of the laptop
For the charging?
for the charging.
You know.
Ooh,
Gotta give
double
people options.
MagSafe charging on both the left and the right, plus 4 USB, plus, by the way, an alleged HDMI port and an SD card slot.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at Apple finally making it to the 21st century.
Yes. That is what I would really, really like. I would love that. The new machine, okay, I should have read this a little bit further. The new machine will reportedly have more ports than last year's M1 model, 2 Thunderbolt USB 4 Type-C ports, and 2 USB Type-A ports. What? Really? Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, Apple's going to do what Apple's going to do. I will say today, though, for the first time in forever, I had to use an actual USB-A thumb drive.
Really?
To do something, to transfer a file, because it was too big to email. So having a standalone A drive or A port can always come in handy. Don't know why you need 2 of them. Give me another USB-C.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't think I need 2.
Yeah.
I need
Or
1.
give me a dedicated Ethernet port for like that super fast 1 terabyte, internet, stuff like that.
Oh, wait, that's the Mac Mini. Okay, I got my stuff mixed up. A redesigned Mac Mini machine will have 2 USB Type-C ports and 2 USB-A type. Okay, deep sigh. Because I was looking at my MacBook Pro right now going, I use all 4 ports to do a live show. What am I going to do? What am I going to
Buy
do?
a dongle. More dongles.
More dongles. That's
More
what we don't
dongles.
need is more dongles. Hot lava. We're gonna leave that alone. Hot lava. We're gonna sidestep that one.
aggressive-
Finally, Apple made an announcement of a pair of new redesigned AirPods, 3rd generation. That is allegedly everything is supposed to be coming out. They already had the Apple Watch Series 7. Allegedly, well, not allegedly, the Apple Watch Series 7 did come out. I have never owned an Apple Watch. I have an Android watch. So there's that.
I've heard that there are some massive shipping delays with the Series 7 and almost
Everything's got a shipping delay.
Well, I
right
understand
now.
that, but specifically, you know how fanboys get when they can't get their stuff that they pre-ordered and expected to have on a certain date? All over the internet.
Look, we're no different. Look, Pixel fanboys are no different when it comes to that either.
yeah.
So
But-
I'm really interested to know, and we're gonna parlay that into the next thing.
Boom!
Next Tuesday.
Tuesday, isn't it?
I'm on vacation. True story. I am on.
Why? Are you
I
on vacation?
am on
Scott?
vacation because I'm going to live stream. No, not live stream. I'm going to stream all the things as it relates to the new Google Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro announcement. It is next Tuesday, and my body's ready. My body is ready for this. I am ready for all the things related to the Googles to come out. So, you have something pulled up, I believe, about everything that allegedly is going to be coming up. Yes? Pixel Pass.
Yeah, that's something new. Potentially, maybe.
Potentially, maybe. Pixel Pass leaked to Pixel Phone and Google services for 1 monthly fee. that would be Google doing basically like the Apple One style collection of services.
Right.
This is from Brandon Lee on Twitter. This is Tech Today, who comes out with some banging Pixel videos. Several ways to buy a smartphone today. Google is evidently working on a Pixel Pass, which is a premium bundle of all of the Google services, which includes things through Google Fi. So that would be perfect for you, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Services include Google One, Play Pass, YouTube Premium or YouTube Music, Google and Google Fi connectivity. There are 2 omissions. Stadia and a service akin to Netflix. Although isn't that just YouTube Premium?
Yeah. So I'll be honest, looking at this right now, I already have a Pixel device. I have a Google One subscription. I have YouTube Premium. I have YouTube Music Premium, and I have Google Fi. And I don't play games on my phone, so I don't need Play Pass.
But
which
if it
I
was
think
all
can be paired with your Stadia.
If it was all just one price, though.
Yeah, I mean, but at that point, you're getting back to bundling like the old cable services did, where you really only want to watch 12 channels, but for one low price of $1,000 a month, they're going to give you 1,000 channels.
So let's talk about what that would be. Like, let's opine a little bit. Let's cupine a little bit as it relates to what would you pay? What would you pay? So for the folks out there, and I think we got about 17 or so out there, what would you pay for Google One, Play Pass, YouTube Premium, or YouTube Music, or both, Google Fi, so your cellular service, and the payment on a Pixel 6 or Pixel 6 Pro? What would you pay per month? Stats.
Well, I was trying to very quickly do the math in my head. So for all of the services that I have, I'm probably already at $100 a month, and that's not even that's just in keyword services without having to pay for a phone. You know, because I'm at 100 gigs, Google One storage.
Give me about 350.
I have YouTube Premium, which gives me YouTube Music. And I have one of their not limited. I have one of their smaller unlimited data packages from Google Fi. So yeah, between those 3, I'm already at $100. So if you're gonna merge them all together and maybe give me a little bit of a discount for hauling in even more of my data than you already do, because that's what we know this is all about, because this is a tech show and that's what we do. We talk about tech and we talk about how all of these companies can afford to offer us these services because of all the data they're going to be gathering from us and using on the back end to sell us more services in the future. So yeah, if they bundle all this and give me a 10 to 20% discount, sure, why not?
Adam says he'll pay $5 if you stop talking.
Well, you keep asking me questions. Adam, your house is going to be underwater in 10 years. Hush.
Whoa, jeez. Wow.
Also, has your power come back on yet?
My God.
How are you watching us right now?
The man has 17 million phones. You think I have a lot of phones? He has twice as many phones as I do.
His power's out. He can't use all the phones because he can't recharge them.
That's okay. He can just switch to the next one. It's all like throwaway at this point. Michael says Google Fi is hands down the best app cell phone service experience I've ever had.
I will not dispute that. I've been on Fi for probably 5 years now.
God, you
5 for 5. And
since it came out.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, it is absolutely a seamless experience. Everything is tied into your keyword account and you don't have to worry about anything.
Man, I am too afraid to take the plunge because I have a really, really great cellular package right now. And I use a lot of data.
Well, and see, here's the thing.
A lot of data.
You've been grandfathered in for so long, and you have enough purchasing power with that particular company to get the best deal possible for you. There's no reason for you to move to Google Fi at this point, even if you were going to get this discount, because I mean, it would have to be a hell of a discount because I know what you use on Google One. You already have YouTube Premium, music, everything like that.
Terabytes of storage.
So the only thing that would be of benefit to you is if you just got a massive discount on Fi, but then you would have to switch all of your phones.
And I don't want to do that.
To Fi.
I don't want to do that.
So
I would say if you could say all of that for
sorry, I'm reading Adam's comments.
$89. $89 to get you all of that plus a phone for 3 years.
That's the point that I didn't talk about, because I haven't paid for a phone in several years now. But yeah, if that included a brand new phone with the protection package and all the updates and everything that the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro are being rumored to have, yeah, you wrap that in with a phone payment every month and all of that for under $100. Oh, yeah, 100%.
I would love it so very much. I think that's a great idea. So I think that's one way. Google's getting very creative. Allegedly, there's some new prices out there. Did you put that link in there for prices? Yes, there is. Okay. Ars Technica.
Yep.
So on top of that, allegedly, so my guess is it would be something like, if I were to take a wild guess, $79, $89 for all the Pixel Pass plus a Google Pixel 6. Because that Pixel 6 is going to come in at $749. So let's do some math. Let's do some math right now. Let's say $749 divided by 36 months.
Any guesses?
No, it's a quarter to 9 at night. I'm not doing math.
$21 a month.
So $21 right there, plus another, let's call it 40 for YouTube TV. Okay, that was
it wasn't YouTube
TV. It was YouTube
Music or Premium.
Okay, so
which is ad free.
Okay, so let's say
15.
Let's say 15 for that.
Okay.
So I'm at 36. Google One for a terabyte. Say I'm another 10. There's 46.
Yeah.
And then let's say another 30 for the other services combined. I'm at $76.
Well, you got to remember Google Fi minimum is 30. I think their cheapest unlimited data is 60.
Okay, so let's say that you get the not unlimited. You basically you get the bottom of the barrel for everything.
Yeah. You're still coming in $100.
$75.
Yeah.
$75. I think you can totally get that. So for $75 all in, you get your phone, your storage, everything for 3 years for $75.
And the protection package, I think, isn't something to be laughed at. Because you're getting a brand new device that's guaranteed to be fixed or replaced free of charge for the length of your payment term.
Ooh, 75, and then basically go up as you start to go, like Pixel 6 with bigger storage, more money, Pixel 6 Pro, that $1,000 price tag.
Yeah, that's where we get into the Ars Technica article of their leak that they are calling for from Monday. Is
it a leak or just a sieve?
Well, semantics. They are saying the straight 6 is $749, which I think is
great price.
Great price. For me, the winner is the 6 Pro at $1,049.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is, if it is everything that we expect the phone to be, and like the Civ has released to us over the last 7 to 10 days, that's an outstanding price for what you're going to get with that device.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. So it looks as though, according to this Ars Technica leak, it looks like it's about 5 years of security updates, and allegedly, and I don't remember where I read this, but there was 5 years of security updates and 4 full OSs. So that would be, so it starts on 12, then you would have 13, 14, 15, 16. And then on top of that, that's about 4 years. So what is it 4 years from now? 2025?
Yeah, easily.
Late 2025, almost 2026.
Right.
With a full year of security updates on top of that. So you'd be getting support through 2026. That is massive. That is crazy.
And I think what's overlooked more than that is, and they do make some caveats later in the article about whether or not these are security updates or full OS updates, but either one or potentially both. Can you imagine what we're looking at with Android 12 right now, the Material You redesign, what it's going to look like at version 16 or version
Oh
17
God, I couldn't even imagine.
of Android, and your phone is guaranteed to work with that OS if this particular rumor is true.
God, I would really
for $1,000 amortized over 5 years. That's just over $200 a year for a brand new phone, technically 5 years down the line, because all of the software is still 100%.
Jason C says an article from Tom's Guide will tell us how overpriced the Pixel is.
That is why
Tom's
we
from Tom's Guide can go Tom's.
Yeah, he can go Tom himself all the way. But yeah, that's why we no longer use articles from Tommy and
Tommy want wingy.
And
5 years of updates. I think it's going to be 5 years and 4 OSs, which would be
still
crazy. Like it says 5 years of updates for security. So again, they've got to.
That is still incredibly important in today's day and age with how quick all of these bad actors, black hats, gray hats, nation states, whatever you want to talk about, are looking to find vulnerabilities in any type of software or data collection system, of which the most powerful ones each and every one of us have in our pockets each and every day is our cell phones.
What up, brother Tana? Welcome. And then Adam makes a comment. Pixel 6 is going to cost too much money, says the man who bought a Duo and a Duo 2. Shut your hole. Yeah, shut it. Shut your hole. You bought a Duo and a Duo 2.
And now, he continues to buy BlackBerry devices.
Yeah, but you can get those things for like a nickel.
Right? Like a plug nickel.
Sure. More than enough. I am really, really excited. This is why this is such a big deal, because the Qualcomm, which is where Google and everybody got their chips before, offered 3 years of support, but that's 3 OS. What?
Struggling.
But that's 3 OS updates and 4 years of security updates, according to this article. But that's the major reason why they went with getting their own chip, is because then they can really start to, one, cut down on some of the costs. They have full control over everything that goes into the phone to make it a true Googly-like experience. So there's that. But also because Qualcomm simply doesn't offer the support for the chips the way that can really make it a differentiator, in my opinion, when it comes to Android, which is why Apple's done such a really good job, because Apple has offered, I can't believe this, Apple is up to 7 years of support for an iPhone 6S.
Yeah, but an iPhone 6S is how old?
6S? Well, we're up to 13.
Yeah, but sometimes they release more than.
Well,
no. I'll look it up.
So a 6S would be.
We will be factually correct on this show, like always.
I'm gonna guess 6 full versions.
The iPhone 6S was released September 2015. So we are 6 years past that.
6 years.
So if you're still hanging on to a 6S,
according to this,
one more year.
7 years of support.
You got 1 more year.
What are you doing? Like, do the apps work?
Evidently.
No, I mean, like, it's one thing to have support, but it's another thing to do the apps work. Because you remember on an old like iPad, it'll still work. Like, I still have an original iPad. Yeah. It'll still work, but you can only go so far, and then all of a sudden they just don't make apps for it.
You can only go so far down the internet rabbit hole before it forces you to turn around. Now, just for a little bit of lightheartedness and giggles, according to this leak article from Ars Technica, the colors.
Oh, God.
I want to get your feedback on this.
Okay.
Mr. Peachy, you sartorial genius, you. So, the Pixel 6, the standard, the little guy.
Okay.
Kind of coral.
So red.
Coral.
Red, pink.
Sort of seafoam.
Green.
Greenish, bluish.
Got it.
And stormy black.
So black and gray. So you got black and gray, greenish, bluish.
Yeah.
And coral.
Now for the
which is
pro
pink
model.
And red.
Right.
Okay.
For the pro level consumer.
Uh-huh.
Sort of sunny.
So gold.
Or yellow.
Okay.
Cloudy white.
So that would be like a Stormtrooper Panda Edition.
Right. If they give you either the black buttons or, in your case, the peach buttons, that would be,
oh my god,
that'd be baller.
Oh my god, it'd be amazing.
And then once again, Stormy Black.
So black and gray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stormy Black sounds like a comic book character.
Stormy Black. That doesn't sound like a comic book character.
That's where I was going with it.
Was it going to be a comic book character? Because I don't think a Stormy Black sounds like a comic book character.
You're thinking of Stormy Daniels, and that's on you, son. That's on you.
I don't think that's a comic book character. Definitely, that is a character, but not a comic book character. Michael,
I apologize for my co-host. I don't. I can't mute him, so you know.
Michael Brown says, "I bet the Pixel 6 is literally 6 inches from Scott's hands right now." No, I don't have it. I don't have it.
Feet, yards, miles. You know,
not here.
He leaves it outside when we do the show, so he has plausible deniability.
Let's see. Pro colors sound better to me. I actually agree. I'm really pissed that there's no peach color. Where is just peachy or kind of peach?
We'll just have to find you a peach colored case with a couple of little rounded indentations on it. And a little green thing sticking out the top.
I know, like my hair's all messed up right now. It looks like I am a peach.
Yeah, we know. We can see it.
It is what it is.
Broadcast
it's
to the 22 people watching us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Please smash that like, share, and subscribe button.
Let's see. Go in the comments. I know. I'm still telling the truth. I don't have a Pixel 6 or Pixel 6 Pro. I don't have it. Exactly. Old news for me. Wait till you guys see what the Pixel Fold Galaxy Ultra does.
Yeah, fan edition. Fan edition.
Fan edition.
He was consulted directly. It is his fan edition. It is the peachiest thing you've ever seen in your entire life.
Jason, you are 100% correct. If they do just peachy, I will. If they spell it like that, I will flip. Look, pardon my French.
Not only will he have a stroke,
I will stroke and flip my shit.
I
will literally.
There will be so many bodily functions going on. He'll take a screenshot.
I'll take a screenshot. I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
Because you're wearing a sweatshirt and it's 80 degrees outside.
It's not 80 degrees outside. It's like 58 the last time I checked.
Or 68.
D-Brand has your back for the peach color. I'm actually... that's why I never really... I know people get really worked up about the color thing. Like, they really, really do.
Who doesn't put a case on their phone these days? Even if it's a clear
80%.
case.
Statistically, they say 80%.
Even if it's a clear case, it's still going to mess up the color just a little bit, especially when the case gets dirty. So, yeah, just give me a blank phone. You know, just a neutral, like eggshell color, and come out with some bomb cases for it.
Mm-hmm.
Allow me to design or pick my own specific color and have a case manufactured to the manufacturer's specifications and ship it to my house in 72 hours. Do that.
Our last time tweeting at Made by Google, they did not send a Pixel 4 peach color. I'm still very sad about that.
Not yet. Christmas is coming, though.
I doubt the hands are a little tied up with the Pixel 6 stuff that's happening next Tuesday. What other stuff? So we talked about Pixel
company. They can handle.
Talked about Pixel Pass.
Yep, did that.
Talked about the color names.
Yep.
Talked about the prices and security updates.
Yep.
Did we talk about the Pixel stand?
No, I've seen a lot of info about it this week. You and I go back and forth on wireless charging. Here, there, nowhere, whatever. I personally, other than the thing we discussed that you can mount under a desk and it'll charge it through the surface, that was kind of cool. But I mean, I have so many USB-C cords and so many battery packs and so many outlets with, you know, charging bricks in them. I don't have the personal need for wireless charging. So
Bradley rocks his phone naked. That is bold. That scares me, and that's terrifying.
hey, Brad,
I
if you're just handing out $100 bills, throw a couple our way. We'll put them towards the show.
Ooh,
Promise.
the lack of cool Pixel cases is seriously a bummer. You have to somewhat take a leap of faith on Amazon to get cool cases from companies that you absolutely have no idea whether they're going to make a good case or not. There are some cool cases that are out there. Michael actually mentions one right here. Bellroy is phenomenal. Beautiful leather cases. I'm hoping that Nomad comes out with something really, really awesome. I'm hoping that Moment comes out with something really, really awesome. Moment's usually pretty good. They do make cases for Pixel products.
Now, that's an interesting thought exercise then, because of what we've seen from the leaks, sorry,
The sieves.
the sieves, and the bump. How do you think Moment is going to address that from a case or a mount standpoint from their lenses, since the bump pushes away from the physical body of the phone?
Well, so the bump on all the Pixel phones in the past still pushed away. Probably not,
but not
the
all the
same
way across the phone.
not
like
all the
that.
way. And the iPhones are no different. But the Samsung devices, they do the same thing. And Samsung's goes vertically rather than horizontally.
Yeah.
It goes pretty far down. I don't know how they do the S21. Can you look up and see if they have a Moment case for the S21 that can handle their
Lenses?
Yeah.
That word?
Michael says, I'm curious to know why there are two coils on the Pixel stand. They mentioned specifically that at the bottom coil is for a wearable. I'm thinking wearables. I think the Pixel Buds they were quantifying as a wearable, and Pixel Buds 2 are wirelessly charging. I'm going to guess that that's got something to do with it.
So the Samsung 21 Ultra, Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G does have a case, but
not the locking mechanism.
Oh no, it does. It has it.
Okay.
But again, I'm wondering, because the camera bar goes all the way across, so they're going to not only have to account for that bump inside the case, but then put a raised edge just high enough to lock a Moment lens into it, versus this one is still up in the corner. So I don't know. I'll be interested to see what they can pull off.
Yeah, I am as well. People tell me I've saw the people complaining about the bezels.
Oh, hush.
I have seen people complain about the bezel being too
on
big.
Your TV, not your phone. Jeez. Everybody got to have something to yelp about.
This is what I'm here for the Pixel hype before everyone tears it down for not having a high benchmark score than the competition. I
don't know. That new tensor chip.
I don't know. So here's my thing with that. Here's what I think is probably going to happen. It is probably not going to be like the Apple level A13 Bionic M1X blah 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 chip.
Numbers and letters
all together. I don't think it's gonna beat that. And the reason is because Apple's had multiple generations to perfect it. This is Google's first try. I am not anticipating Google to come out and beat that. Am I anticipating
first try at SoC?
Yeah, their own personal chip. Like I don't think that it'll even beat the Snapdragon 888 when it comes to like Geekbench and benchmarks and all that other jazz. What I care about the most is, for the power that you give me, how's my experience? Like, how is the experience? Do I have any app stutters? Or, like when I double tap the power button, does it instantly pull up the camera? No question. Like those types of situations. How is multitasking? How is app switching? How is RAM management? How is that? Like all of that stuff, to me, that's what I care the most about, because that's real world, quote unquote, geek benching for me. That's where my head's at.
Well, so I'm going to go a little far afield here, but for me, it's almost like the comparison between what Consumer Reports or another dedicated hypermiling, professional driver does with a brand new vehicle to get the estimated city and highway MPG versus the way you and I drive our cars. The way our cars, we drive them and they allow us to drive them is much more important than what some tester in a lab can get out of a vehicle. So the same thing applies to the phone. When I take it off the charger, does it last at least until I go to bed that day, if not more? Do the apps function flawlessly?
What's my experience?
Does
like,
the
that's
Bluetooth
the thing
not
that matters
drop? Do the
most.
calls not drop on whatever network you're on? Does it produce great product, whether you're shooting photos or videos or playing games? Does it work the way you need it to? And if it does, great, you've found the device for you. If it doesn't, tune in next week and we'll talk about a different device.
Yeah, exactly.
Or tune into Adam's channel. He talks about 47
oh my god, yeah, go to Adam's channel.
Every week.
I don't even know. He talks about, I think his latest video was about, I don't know, being something terrible. Michael says, I know my poker face is invincible. I'm on to you. You've got a wearable on now. I do have a wearable on actually right now. It is the Fossil 5.
Google though, so
Well, it's Android Wear.
Yeah, but it's still Fossil.
I do have a wearable on actually. So yes, you're right. I do have a wearable.
I mean, it matches your personality.
Oh, it does match my personality.
Your age.
I think Google's focused on the SoC, AI, machine learning, and general experience will be very good. That's what I think. I think Google is going to be focused so much on making sure that this is optimized for the best experience, and I believe this is one of those situations where somebody's going to be like, this is boring. I expected more. And I'm going to be like, no, this is exactly what it should be. It's like taking a page right away from Apple to make something that just works. It's enjoyable. You know exactly the type of experience that you're going to get. That's what they should be shooting for with the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro, and then just market the ever-living hell out of it, which, boy, have they ever
and what did we see? What did we see over and over and over again, enough that it became a trend and a little bit of a meme over the last couple of weeks after Apple announced the new 13 series? Well, it's just the same as the 12. It's boring. It's not really an upgrade. So all those people who are going to come onto the internet, come onto our show, do whatever, and say, well, Google's not really innovating. Google's not
wholly differently.
Just don't even come here with that.
Everything that you've seen out of the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro, it is so very different compared to the Pixel 5, the Pixel 4a, the Pixel. I mean, I would argue that this goes right into the 4 and the 4XL. I mean, think about what the 4XL is and the 4XL was.
Yeah.
And it was ahead of its time. The Project Solely, the Face Unlock, the whole 9 yards. Like, yeah.
See, for me, I think over the last couple of years, if I had to pick the best devices for the average consumer, 4XL, 5A, 5G, and then whatever we're going to see next week. Whichever one fits your price point the best. But that 4XL was an absolute monster. The 5A, 5G has just been phenomenal since day one. And what we were expecting, what has been leaked, what we've been talking about for months now about these sixes. Plus, I want to go back to what Michael Peppertech said Jason C said. So I'm going to combine what you said and what Jason said. The Google's first stab at an SoC plus Google's industry-leading AI and machine learning, especially as it comes to the Assistant, is what is going to make these 6 models absolutely phenomenal.
I'm so proud of stats right now.
A true departure from what Google has done in the
about
past.
Stuff before, but all of a sudden now he's just a gem. Man is a gem.
Well,
he's a gem.
I'm laying the groundwork for getting an invitation to a tech fight.
Whoa! Whoa! Wait a minute.
Then I'm gonna walk in wearing that crown and challenge you
against me.
No, y'all can't see it off screen. But
against me.
There is so much smoke coming out of my rear end right now.
Against me. You heard that. somebody page
Tech King Mike
Tech
isn't
King
on
Mike.
He's not here, so it doesn't
somebody
count.
page Tech King Mike
He's not here, doesn't
and
count.
tell somebody, tag him in a tweet with me and Stats and say, this man did not just challenge a 2-time tag team winner.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have a partner to help you this time.
Oh, Stats. Whoo, Nelly. Woo, we're going to come back to that one in just a hot second. A hot second. Man, Adam, come on, man. You would. Ain't that hard to beat?
Hey, I'm homeless Conor McGregor. You can knock me down, but you can't knock me out.
Ooh, Stats versus Peachy, iPhone versus Pixel.
Neither of us are iPhone users.
I would take the iPhone side. Oh, that one got you a little bit, didn't it? Oh.
You use an iPhone.
I don't use it like I do my Pixel.
Actually, I do have an iPhone question for you after the show from my parents.
Google should return Project Solely, refined and better than ever. I actually agree with it. I like that a lot. Let's see. Stats is in a mood tonight. Yeah, he is.
I'm just running on a little sleep and a lot of caffeine, Michael.
Did you see Qualcomm's? Yeah, the Qualcomm's trying to take all these shots at these people, but not using their chips anymore. Womp 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 womp.
Hey, innovate or die.
Michael says, "How do you I'm assuming how do you see the Google Tensor chip transforming the experience of your favorite features and apps? If you were designing a mobile chip, what would you prioritize above all else?" I would
this
immediately.
Is interesting. So you go.
I would immediately prioritize the AI and Google Assistant integration.
So, I agree. Prioritize AI as it affects UI. Again, UI, UX. It's all about the user experience. If people don't like the functionality of the phone, they're not going to buy it. But to answer the first part of your question, I think what Google has done and will do by bringing their chip production in-house and putting their own system on chip is they're going to be able to control the experience even more than they have been able to in the past and fine-tune it based on feedback from the general consumer, from the tech community, and from the expert consumer, to the point where they will truly be able to even more differentiate themselves from their competition, even within the Android space, because like their biggest competitor, Apple, they will control everything top to bottom, front to back, start to finish.
Here's the best thing about that too. I think I would prioritize it because of the way that the chip is going to be and the way the chip interacts with the Titan M2 chip related to the security. So I'm going to butcher this incredibly bad, but I read an article the other day that talked about like the private computing where people were concerned with the now playing and then the real-time translate and the smart reply.
Mm-hmm.
So those three features are specifically done on a certain section of the phone that is disconnected from the network, which means it's not transmitted back and forth. It means all the computational work
is handled by
the device,
the in-house AI.
And so I think the in-house AI with the chip and so between it, the Titan M2, and the interaction between all of those, like I'm having conversations as a developer for things like that, where I can say I'm creating the best, most unique experience at the fastest clip. Because if you use Smart Reply, it is wicked fast. Voice transcription on like the Google Recorder app. Holy crap, it's the best. That's exactly what I use when I write my scripts for my videos. I just turn on the Google Recorder app and talk to my phone. It transcribes everything that I'm saying, and then it spits it out into either a text or a Google Doc, and then I just edit right on the fly. That's exactly how I do it. Like it from a workflow perspective, it's just fantastic.
So 2 more questions. If you could pop one of them on the screen at a time, Michael Peppertech and then Ivy Cuts, the last 2. So which one do you want to do first?
Offline AI.
Yeah. So I think this goes back to something that Scott and I are both very passionate about, and we've talked about a lot in the past, is the ability to have your phone work all the time, anywhere, online, offline, connected, disconnected, because one of the principal rules of photography is the best camera is the one that you have with you when you want to take a shot. And since all of us carry all of our phones with us all the time, at least when we're awake, when we're conscious, the ability for the AI and any other processing to happen on the chip, on the phone, no matter if you're connected to the internet or cell service or anything like that, means you can literally, especially if you're on the Fi service, you can take this phone anywhere in the world and get done what you need to do without having to have any other peripherals with you. Maybe a battery pack.
Stats is literally trying to get Tech King money. It's what's happening. It's what's happening right now. It's like
I have just absorbed
so much information. You've absorbed
your
something.
energy over the years.
Stats versus Peachy. Executive producer versus host.
It would be a battle for the ages.
I'm gonna tell you what, there would be no pulled punches. Like everything is on the table.
Just
like
tell
you want to
Mike
talk
to go
about
ahead
it getting personal.
Demonetize that video from the start.
I'm gonna go ahead and slip him a 50 because that is gonna be demonetized from the get-go. But you want to talk about fireworks because holy Lord, the personal attacks would be.
The question is
vicious.
Would we be able to do it in the same room, or do you think we'd have to physically separate ourselves?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Maybe if we hung like a screen between the two of us so we couldn't actually see each other.
Slang is all. Here's the thing. I want Slang as a judge too. Stats would not win. No way.
I mean, I wouldn't anticipate winning in my very first fight, but I would give it the old college try. I would do my best. You know, I'd throw stuff at Scott under the table, see if I could knock that Pixel 7 off his desk, make him freak out.
Stats, Adam, and Dobo.
Geriatric Jello fight. Wow. Aren't you older than both of us, Adam?
Wow. There was a Jello fight.
So
there we go. Juan. Oh my Lord. Sponge Blob Stats Pants.
Well, I know what my Halloween costume is going to be this year.
I'll make sure that I just don't wear a shirt.
Thank you, Michael. No, you're not allowed to imitate Burt Kreischer. You're already loud and obnoxious. You can't take your clothes off.
I'll do what I can. Look, I'll make it happen. I will 100% fight Stats.
I'm going to have to slip Tech King a little extra money so I get the questions even farther in advance than you do, so I can do more research.
That's fine. I don't mind one bit.
Before we get too far down this fantasy road, there was a question from Ivy Mac Cuts. What's the insight on Pixels getting that 12 update? So,
well, they announced the 12, so
right.
They should be sooner.
I would, in a perfect world, every single 6 device would ship with the brand new Material U design, Android 12. But
he's really trying to come at me.
No,
my man has been studying Material
it's
U,
osmosis.
Android 12. It's my man.
It's osmosis. I do watch your videos.
I know you do.
I downvote most of them, but so in a perfect world, every single 6 device would ship with a perfect, beautiful
who lives under a bridge by the sea. Homeless Conor McGregor. Ugly and smelly and homeless is he. Homeless Conor McGregor.
Anyway, but you got to imagine that they've been producing Pixel 6 devices and they've been sitting in a warehouse or on a ship somewhere for a couple of months now. So if some of the early releases don't get it installed upon delivery,
Juan is spot on.
100%. It should be available from the second you turn on the phone.
Juan is spot on. It'll probably, they announced it and it'll be pushed to all the devices. I would bet it starts Tuesday. If I were a betting man, I would say it starts Tuesday.
Huh? We will all be tuning in.
That is my guess
to find out.
Say like it'll say like, and the following pixels are available for Android 12 almost immediately. And you know how Google does the whole rollout thing, which I don't
5A,
I don't
5G.
like how they do the rollout. This is actually where I like when Apple comes out and says like we have 15.02 available. It's like everybody has 15.02 available. One great big push. I get why Google does it. I do. I just don't like it because I'm impatient. That's exactly the reason why. Like,
Understatement of the night.
this is what I want. Like, I just want it now. Like, I want Android 12.
I want it
But
all.
I want it all, and I want it now. You know, I still have my Twitter pulled up. I still don't see a tag from anybody trying to get Tech King Mike out here.
They're just afraid that we will get the highest ratings ever on a tech fight, and it'll be like a one and done. He will truly shut it down forever if we go up against each other.
I mean, you're talking about, what is it, the forces of nature, the immovable object versus
the unstoppable force.
The unstoppable force.
Yeah.
I mean, that's effectively what we're talking about. Mostly because I weigh a lot.
I'm creeping through osmosis. I'm creeping closer every day. This beard is so big.
Have some more.
This beard is so big to hide my jowls.
Have some more. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Oh, we're at a 52-minute mark, and I actually have nothing else.
Nah, I think we're good.
I think we are good. I'm exhausted. We pushed through the show. I appreciate each and every single one of you.
100%.
I have to address kind of the thing in the room where I put a tweet out that said my next 30 days, if I don't do well in the next 30 days on YouTube, that I'm done. So I made this mostly to try to challenge myself as it relates to, I'm giving myself between now and Thanksgiving. So basically all of the Tech-tobers to putting out videos. I haven't put out a video in a little over a week or so, but that is by design. I have
47 loaded for next week.
I have 3 items there. I have 2 items there. I have several items floating around my room that I need to do reviews on, including these Bear Dynamic headphones that were sent over to me.
That I believe his first words after putting them on is, "Ooh,
these are soft.
These are nice.
These are nice.
These are comfy.
These are nice."
So
sorry. that is some things that I'm going to be putting out, and obviously, as the Pixel stuff comes out, I'm going to continue to put out Pixel content. Let's try to think what else. I'm basically challenging myself to grow a little bit. Quite honestly, the channel's not doing overwhelmingly fantastic. If I'm being completely transparent, the growth has slowed to almost none. And it is what it is. It is totally fine. Like, just continuing to push on through it. Oh yes. Michael Pepper says, "Here's $5 to put in a jar to put." There we go. We'll take bets.
Michael, I give
Tech King Mike has definitely seen it because it is on Twitter, baby.
Mike, I give him a jar of my tears every single year for Christmas, and it's my gift to him because of the suffering I undergo being his friend. So, I'm getting a flashing battery signal on my camera, so we probably should
wrap it up.
Shut this down at some point, unless you want to do the outro by yourself.
All right, but long story short is I'm going to continue to push the content all the way out through, so don't worry too much about it right yet. But there will be more to come for it. Stats, where can they find you?
I am at Helix Island on the Tweet Machine, Country Smith on the Instagram. Bring it.
I am at Scott Peachy on Twitter, at the Scott Peachy on Instagram. Instagram still sucks. It used to be a lot better.
God.
But that's it. That's all I have. As always, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, comment below. That's always my outro.
See ya.
All right, we'll check you guys on the flip side. Yee. As soon as I can figure out where my scene button is.
And end the show.